Okay. Okay. I feel like for you guys, there's like you might have this strong intuition where you've got like ancestors or spirit friends who are yelling at you. And they're like, all right, and you're just not listening or ignoring whatever whatever they're telling you. So hold on. I just like to wash my hands. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I was prepared this time, guys. I was prepared this time. All right. So this is the Taurus. Um, we're gonna do general financial love. If you watch the replay, you'll be able to, just skip ahead and skip all this stuff. But this is going to be live. I will be doing this is Taurus, the next 4 signs. And then tomorrow I will do the next 6, and then I will be done. So, anyway, this is a quarterly reading. My bad. So that means 3 months. Well, depending on how you say it. Uh, if you guys might be business owners as Tauruses. I'm gonna call you Taurans. As Taurans, maybe Tauruses. We'll see what happens. We might switch back and forth, but anyway, I feel like some of you guys might be the ones who, you know, meander and like to tell stories and stuff and listen to stories. But if not, here we go. So I don't want to waste your time. You guys can always go down below and speed the video up to 2 times or 1.5, 1.25, 1.75, whatever the case is. You can also skip ahead. We're going to look at your general energies now. Why in the hell did I just get like really cold all of a sudden? God, I'm really cold. It was like a cool breeze, like just like wafting over my skin. I don't even know what that's about. If you guys were wandering around in cemeteries recently and did not know what the fuck you were doing, you might want to go to somebody you trust. As you know, or I'm going to tell you, you probably shouldn't be in cemeteries, especially taking shit. Especially taking shit if you don't know what's going on. Like if you have no business being there, you have no relatives there to visit, and you're just there. Not good juju, guys. Like not good. Don't just wander around in cemeteries for no reason. Anyway. So I'm not saying that, if you were there, maybe you have a relative there, you wouldn't go to the grave or whatever. I'm not saying that, you know, you've got bad energy. I'm just saying, like, if you just like to hang out, drinking, throwing your bottles around or whatever in a cemetery, just don't do that. What? Why would you do that? That's especially if you're not a child anymore. The spirits might forgive children, but adults. Anyway, we're doing general for Taurus. I want overall energies. Remember, this is the personal reading, although it gets very personal for a lot of you. Oh, did not do that like I wanted to. Come on now. Overall, overarching energies for the next 3 months. This is a quarterly reading. If you go back and look at my channel, I did do uh all 12 zodiac signs. That was from January to March. This is like the middle of March right now. You can always get a message though. It's going to be an evergreen reading. One last time, please. One, the energy check in, the overall energies for my Taurus friends for the next 3 months, please. All right. I always like to use this deck for Taurus because Taurus is that's the King of Swords, is a Venus ruled sign. There goes the Page of Cups has been coming out a lot recently. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry, my bad. Page of Cups and ugh, the Queen of Swords, and there goes the Empress. The Empress is basically Venus in my mind. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So your energy is out here. Something's going on. We're going to go ahead and clarify what is going on. My cards are like jumpy as fuck right now. Because what I'm seeing just looking at it is like the Empress in her Queen of Swords era with the King of Swords over here and the Page of Cups in the middle. So is there something emotional going on? Is there a child in between these two people? Is there an apology coming? So I'm going to clarify these cards to see what the actual fuck, you know? The swords people can also indicate like divorced people. They can be professionals. This could be a work thing. So I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna like clarify the Queen of Swords because she is the one on the end. But honestly, though, if you look at this, the Empress is like such a different energy to me than the Queen of Swords. But the Queen of Swords is also like part of the Empress. So those two feel connected, especially if there's a mother involved with the Page of Cups here. It could also be this is a message that I'm getting for somebody that is kind of like specific. You could also be the Empress, and you could have like two boomer parents who are stuck in their ways, who age wise, they're mature. Like the way they do things is what you would consider a mature person to do, but they're not like they're the people who would like in the 19 let's say 60s through the early 1980s would be successful because they do things by the book, like buy a house, have 2.5 kids or whatever. How do you have zero point 0.5 of a child? I don't know, whatever. Okay. um they have a car from mom and dad. They've got pensions. They have pensions. This is how you would know. They have pensions. They were part of unions. These are things that are being phased out now. Pensions are so phased out that like a lot of young people don't even know what a pension is. They're like, is that a 401k? Is that like a 401k? Not exactly, no. But anyway, it's like these are the ones who would be, they paid into Social Security. Like these people feel like they'd be a little bit, they would be very much actually on the old side. And it's like this person is the child, and this person is like having to make decisions for their parent or one parent. Um, and they're not, wow, that was crazy. This is like just flipped over by itself. I don't know how I did that, but it flipped over. It's like you're not being listened to. You're still being seen as a child. You're still being treated as a child. My God, why am I so cold all of a sudden? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to go turn my heat on because I am freezing all of a sudden. But anyway, it's like you're not being seen as an adult. You are the Empress, but they're not seeing you as such. So that the world doesn't see you as who you actually are. Every time I get the Empress, it really feels like, especially if the star card comes out, it feels like somebody who doesn't get the recognition they're due, honestly. Um, it feels like you're the person who is technologically savvy. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. I hate to wander off, but I am gonna go turn the heat on. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden freezing. I was warm before, but now I am so cold. Only 62 degrees in here. Why am I so cold? Jeez, it's ridiculous. I'm hearing the B. Arthur version of Hard Hearted Hannah. Hard Hearted Hannah, vamp up Savannah, Venus Galentine. I can't remember how the lyrics go, but I was clarifying the Queen of Swords when I got sidetracked. You could have the kind of mother who is like, kind to the grandkids, but when you come along, they might see you might be somebody who did like in vitro fertilization, or somebody who was just like different, somebody with a personality that doesn't like match up with your parents. If your father has passed on, I feel like um he is still watching over you guys. All right, Queen of Swords. Mm. Temperance tried to flip over, does not want me to put it back in the deck. So I'm gonna take the Temperance card. Everything else, I have like entirely too many. So it really feels like your mom might be the one that's like still here. I feel like you guys are still being treated like children. Hi, Elijah. Right for the Queen of Swords. So we're still doing the general. I'm doing well. How are you? The Seven of Cups was sitting over here before. You're the Hierophant. Yeah, tarot cards. The Knight of Wands. I think I've seen you before, Elijah. Haven't you been in my chat once? Maybe once before? Okay, so I'm gonna also clarify what's going on with the King of Swords. I don't believe so. Well, that's fine. We welcome anyway. Oh, why did that want to do that? The Five of Pentacles tried to flip over. I'm going to see if it does that again. King of Swords. What's going on with the King of Swords, please? Clarify that. Somebody's mom is confused. I'm hearing like diabetes. King of Swords. That goes to the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Swords. And the the Five of Pentacles apparently wanted to come out because it came out like 2 times. Sister has diabetes. That kind of sucks. There was Five of Swords there. So there is a type of diabetes where if you have it, like certain kinds of management can help you, maybe could possibly even get rid of it. But if it's, I think it's the type 2 diabetes, you have to take shots or get an insulin pump or something. My great grandmother had diabetes, and then she ended up with Alzheimer's. What I'm seeing, are you guys air signs? I don't know, but anyway, what the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords can be air signs. The Page of Pentacles can be children, which possibly could be a childhood connection, but I'm not going to go too deep into that. This is a general reading. Um, the reason why I'm hearing diabetes is because diabetes can lead to confusion. This card can. This is the Seven of Pentacles or Cups. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but uh Seven of Cups can be dreams or it can be delusions, which in my mind can lead to confusion. Um, so like I was saying, I was hearing diabetes. Just if you guys can manage that closely, look at your sugar intake, get a blood, what are those things? Monitor. What is it? It's like you can take a finger stick to see like what your blood glucose level is. If you need to, keep orange juice in your refrigerator, keep Skittles in your pocket, like whatever the case is. I'm kind of seeing like um, up and down blood sugar levels. So just try and stay on top of that. In general, also just know in health in general, just try and take care of yourself. You said your sister might have it, Elijah. Yeah, yeah. My grandmother had one where she had to put the test strips in it and like prick her finger and stuff, and she had the glucose, not glucose. It's like the insulin dependent where you had to like take the insulin like every day type of diabetes. Just try and stay on top of that because I'm really feeling like if you're not careful, it could get away from you. Especially if it's in the family. Just take care of yourself. I would tell anybody that. It's just not like an amazing prediction or whatever. I'm not saying you're going to have an issue. I'm just saying, just take care of yourself, Just take care of yourself, just in general. But anyway, I'm seeing temperance here, which can indicate healing, health stuff. It can also be travel. A Sagittarius, spiritual baths. This man is in here in the water. If you can, well, this will be like summertime. So like this is March. I'm gonna say April, May, June. May and June is like summertime. So maybe get out into the water, put your feet in the water, do some meditation in the water. Yeah, just take care of yourself there. So anyway, the not I feel like that was kind of rude. I apologize if that came off as rude. I apologize. But anyway, I'm 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 not normally on live, and I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you. So I'm gonna try and go back and forth and see what happens. I do see this card, which can be a card of Taurus. It can also be a card of, I feel like it's a card of Virgo, but I do feel like it's also a card of Taurus. Institutions, which could be like jobs, banks, like law offices. It can also be like marriage and stuff like that. It really feels like maybe somebody feeling not necessarily fulfilled in a marriage or an institution or a long time job. Like this, the Hierophant is a very like long term, traditional feeling type of card. And the page, this is not a page, this is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is kind of like a card of like going here and there, doing what you want to do. It's not the most stable. So I feel like somebody, especially a feminine energy, not feeling necessarily fulfilled in a job, not feeling maybe necessarily fulfilled in a relationship. So I would definitely try and be careful with that, especially with the Five of Pentacles. Why do I keep saying Five of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles is here. Yes, I will address that. But I'm seeing Five of Swords. I keep wanting to call it Five of Pentacles. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. But anyway, it's feeling like somebody maybe not Feeling fulfilled, that's the male partner. For the Queen of Swords, I would definitely not fuck around with her, because the Queen of Swords always knows more than what she tells you she knows. So if she asks you a question and you lie, she knows you lied. That's just the energy that I get from her. She could also be divorced, so she could be like dealing with somebody's bullshit, somebody's like fuckery from a past relationship. This is the general reading, so I haven't even gone into the finances of the love yet, which is coming. But it could be also a fight between two people who are divorced regarding a child. And again, like I said, hi Joe. I have not done the love reading yet, no. I Like I said, I don't want to be rude. So this is just the general reading, general messages. If you want to stick around, that's fine. If you want to just come back and like, let's just say 10 minutes for the love reading, that's also a thing you can do. I'll be here when you get back. I want to look at this Page of Cups to see why it's here. Because the Page of Cups is in the middle of everything. I do feel like also for the Queen of Cups, especially the Empress, is a very good card. And it doesn't it makes sense because right now Taurus has Uranus transiting through the sign and Jupiter transiting through the sign. So if you are a Taurus sun, moon, rising, Venus, especially a Taurus rising, um, you've got Jupiter in your sign. Look and see what degree it's at, look and see what it's aspecting, look and see what your personal Jupiter is doing in your, oh my God, I dropped all the cards. But anyway, look and see what your personal Jupiter is doing in your chart, your birth chart, because right now is a really good time for Tauruses, probably even Scorpios, because Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. Ugh. And Jupiter is benefic when it comes to, find the Page of Cups, please. When it comes to astrology, Jupiter can be very lucky. Okay, something's evolving here. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. We've gone up one step. There goes Two of Pentacles. Five of Swords just wanted to come out. It was here before and it's here again. So be mindful when it comes to dealing with, especially past partners, dealing with people that you have maybe said, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Um, be mindful around those people because they're not your friends, especially if it's a job. If you're at like work, you know, people at work are not your friends. Exes are not your friends. People who you have rejected are not your friends. Um, I feel like they might just be waiting, like preying on your downfall, you know? And it really kind of sucks because I feel like a lot of Taurus people are very patient, very kind. You know, Taurus people they tend to be luxurious. They tend to be, you know, like the kind of people who like, oh, I've got it, so you got it too, right? And it really feels like there are people who might tell you one thing and do another thing. It's like the Nine of Cups can be somebody who is a very sweet talker, somebody that can tell you what you want to hear, but ultimately this is their intention. Five of the Swords can be a card of really trying to fuck you up. So, especially with the Two of Pentacles, it's like you might be dealing with people who don't know what they want. And if you have children with somebody, like we're looking at before, if there is like a relationship with somebody, it's kind of like the Queen of Swords wants to move forward, like wants to have fun, like wants to go toward the future, which is the right side is the future. The King of Swords is looking toward the past. Well, he's not. He's looking toward me, but he's got the energy of going toward the past. He's got the energy of, if you look at this lady on the Wheel of Fortune, it's like somebody who was like in the dark, somebody who was gray. And if you look at these two cards, they are very well connected because of the color, especially with that card there and this card down here. It's like this person could step into the future. This person could change their stripes. This person could evolve and become somebody who is, better off or having a better mentality, but they're deciding to stay in this. And they have this victim mentality where they're like, oh my God, you're doing this to me. When in truth, they're doing it to themselves. Because you're this energy. It's like you guys want to go, live in the present, live in the future, or make plans. Be the Empress. The Empress is very warm. The Empress is a very like I just want to like have a couple of chickens and a cow and a farm and live off the land and just be like an earth mother type of person, where the King of Swords is like hard, like mind over matter. I see figures and facts and numbers, and you're just a number, this, that, and the fourth. So I think you guys get the whole idea there, especially if you're an Empress and you rejected a King of Swords type person. This person is out here gunning for you. This person does not have good intentions for you, especially if you've got kids with this person. um, I would definitely just be at my P's and Q's and focus on my own healing and look at my own options, see what my options are. If you need to, get a lawyer, get a second, third, and fourth opinion from a professional, because I am just a card reader on YouTube. This is just a general reading. I feel like you guys have been angry. Um, an angry, like masculine figure that is just not out here for your best interest. Now, alternatively, if this is your brother, your little brother, it is coming off as little brother because of the Page of Swords, but you can be whatever status in this family or whatever. It really feels like one person having a hard time, the other person also having a hard time, and then they're just like there's like past stuff going on between these two people that the other person, like one person might have, for example, might have been on drugs, and the other person might have been like trying to get this person off of drugs or trying to get them out of a toxic situation, trying to communicate, trying to like, look, I love you, like intervention type feelings. And I'm feeling like if that is you, this is your energy, and your sibling is, or at the time was not ready to accept that. They were trying to like just do what they wanted to do. They had their own rigid mentality. They just wanted to have all the fun, and then they ran to a wall where like, oops, I can't keep doing this. My body's breaking down and I need to take care of myself, or I'm going to you know have an issue. So is there anything else that I see in general? I don't like this. Like in general, going back to um the main energy, the main storyline, I don't like it because it really feels like somebody got rejected, they don't like it, and now they're being petty and childish. like then this person's going to continue to be petty and childish, you know, throughout for a while. So especially if the feminine energy here, if it's like a marriage, the feminine energy here, especially if it's like an official ruling from somebody, like from an institution that says you have to pay me compensation, like, like a employer has to pay compensation or whatever. It's feeling like this person like taking that and moving forward, but the other energy is like, I don't like it. Oh my god. So now we are going to do finances. Yes, we're going to look at finances financially. What is coming from our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever watchers financially over the next 3 months? Right now, it's the middle of March, but I intend for this to be from April to June. And if it leaks over, it's fine financially for my Tauruses, Taurans. Overall energies. Remember, this is not a personal reading, although it gets very personal for a lot of you. Please. There we go. Financially, over the next. You can always get a reading from this, or is it evergreen? So, finances for Taurus. Now, I told you guys before that you have Jupiter in your sign right now. So Jupiter is a very lucky planet. It is the planet of luck. So I encourage you guys to look at your own, astrological chart to see how that Jupiter is affecting your other placements. Most likely, some of you guys have Pluto and Scorpio, so you might have Pluto in your seventh house, sixth or seventh house. That may or may not be aspecting your first house. Financially, please. Finances for Taurus. Hey, guys. Guys and gals, we have Eight of Wands, Three of Swords, tried to come out before. Well, it fell on the floor. And there goes the Empress again. This is your energy, Taurus, Libra energy. I like that the Empress keeps coming out for Taurus people. There's the Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is like things working out. You got two eights. It's like communication that might be a little bit disappointing, but then there's like growth. So it really feels like ultimately financially things going your way, but there might be, let's look at the Three of Swords to see what it is. But Three of Swords is about heartbreaks. It can be about um third party things. Maybe you've got vendors that come in, for example, vendors that come into your store, they kind of mess your shit up and you're like, why? Why are you doing this? Can you stop doing this? And they just don't. So it's a little bit disappointing, but overall the job that you're at is fairly good, fairly consistent, but there are times maybe where there's a bit of disappointment. Let's look at the Three of Swords. We only have one Pinnacle card. You guys could also have the opportunity to go somewhere else but that offers you better money. Hi. Let's look at the Three of Swords, please. You guys could also have like a melancholy around you, like a depression, like a sadness. Three of Swords, the Magician, the Page of Swords wants to come out again, and the Fool. So I like that the Magician and the Fool came out. It's like you suffer some kind of small disappointment, but then you have the opportunity financially to do something else. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears peeled. I will always tell everyone this when I do a financial reading. Look at top class action lawsuits.com. I have no affiliation with them. I just have used that website. I've received a couple of checks that were top class action that were on the website top class action lawsuits.com. Recently it was a Facebook class action lawsuit that I signed up for through that website. um I also got like a dole fruit class action check from there, and it was it was surprise money. It was my I didn't know that I was entitled to until I went to the website and found out that there was a class action lawsuit against Dole and Facebook. Another one is unclaimed funds. Look at the unclaimed funds in your state. You might find that you, your mom, your sister, your dad, your cousin, maybe even your dog has unclaimed funds there. It is free to look up. It is free to get your unclaimed funds from there. Please, for the love of God, look up anybody that you can think of on the unclaimed funds website of your state, okay? Like your friends, family, even your pets. All right, we're gonna look at the Empress, who is here for a second. I mean, no surprise because she's basically Venus to me in my mind, and Venus is rules Taurus and Libra. Empress has the Three of Pentacles, which is Seven of Swords. Why? And there goes the freaking Hierophant again. So it's giving like some kind of institution slowly but surely giving you something that you're supposed to have. But there's some element of like somebody really not. Let's look what the Seven of Swords is here for before I start going off on a tangent, because it's like there's the ability to start over with the Magician, which is the one, and the Fool, which is a zero. So it's like you guys are able to maybe take a faith towards something, start over, start something new. Seven of Swords. Four of is that one card? Four so or wands. Okay, so if you guys were like leaving a marriage because the Four of Wands and the Hierophant can be a marriage, it could also be you being married to something like a job or Six of Swords too. Like leaving something behind. It really feels like you guys having the opportunity to maybe start a business or like do something that's not necessarily traditional. There goes the Hermit card. You guys could be dealing with a Virgo or just like spending time on your own. There goes the King of Swords. So you could be the King of Swords and moving away from something, especially if it's a marriage or something that you felt married to, like I said before, a job. It could also be like a family member that you spent a lot of time around, um, that you maybe took care of, and you're just kind of like moving away from that, whether it be because you have to, or because you want to, or because they passed away. Whatever the case may be, it's like I'm getting some of you masculine peoples are showing up as the Empress, which is a very positive card because it's all about growth. Growth, because the Empress can be a mother. What do mothers do? They grow babies. What do they like? They increase. It's called increasing, or it used to be called increasing when mothers were pregnant, because that was the euphemism that was polite to polite society or whatever. So I like this Empress being the result card with the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Swords. But the King of Swords was showing up as a little bit difficult um in the general reading. So it feels like starting over. There's some kind of heartbreak or some kind of disappointment or something that is like a springboard for you guys to grow. Now, this is the financial reading, so it feels like financial growth. With the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, it's like things work out, but there's some kind of disappointment here that you have to start not completely over, maybe, but pretty much kind of start over from. We're missing the Emperor. We've got the 0, the 1, and the 3. There goes the 5. So we're missing number 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 2 and 5, or 2 and 4. So the Emperor is missing. So it's kind of like the Empress going off on her own. Let's look at the Eight of Wands, which can be communication. With the lightning in the background, it feels like communication that comes like that, like out of nowhere. Nine of Swords, it feels like something that you guys may have been like worried about for a while. Four of Cups, it feels like I don't want to, it's like I don't want to look at it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to know about it. And the Queen of Swords up like reversed. If you guys have sick relatives that you already know are kind of sort of like too sick to get better, just kind of maybe prepare yourself for that. Like some people, you already know this person doesn't have very long. I'm not predicting a death that like nobody knows about. It really feels like I already know about it. I already know it's coming, but it still like strikes me. Somebody who is reckless on their motorcycle, just don't do that. Do not go out, especially when it's stormy, thundering and lightning on your freaking motorcycle, doing reckless stuff. Stop it. Don't do that. That's for somebody specific. Those messages were for somebody specific. But with the Eight of Wands, that those messages were not for everybody, for sure. But with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it's like communication comes in. It's something that you might have already had like an inkling about, and it's like, all right, you know, the with the Queen of Swords reversed. Not sure what I did, but it is reversed. It's like this is what's disappointing. The communication is a little bit disappointing, but ultimately You're able to grow from it. Something about this is working out for you. You might be like benefiting from somebody's misfortune, you know? And I know people don't like to benefit from people's misfortune, but financially you might find yourself benefiting from somebody's misfortune. It's like I don't want to do that. I don't want to, what I'm hearing is I don't want to do that, but it's like it might just be time, for you to do that, like benefit from somebody's misfortune. So that is the financial reading. Ultimately, it does look like you guys growing financially, increasing financially, but it looks like it comes with some kind of like heartbreak, pain, or just misfortune. It's like a divorce settlement or an inheritance from somebody that you'd rather have the person than the money, or insurance money that you'd rather have the car than to have the insurance money, that kind of stuff. So now we're doing love. Doing love now, the love reading. Somebody was waiting for this, and I think I gave them like a way far out time frame for that. My bad. I'm hearing the name Sean or something that sounds like Sean, which could be like shh with the shh in the beginning or the end or the middle, whatever, or the ending of on. I'm also hearing Jason. I keep hearing the name Jason. I don't know why, but I want to know what's going for my Taurus peoples in love. I want overarching or overarching energies. I don't want fleeting energies. I want the main energies for my Taurus peoples. I'm also hearing Sersha. I'm also hearing like Irish names that I'm seeing the letters. I don't know how to pronounce them. Um mm, why? There's the Three of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. We're going to see if they come out again because I didn't get a good shuffle. What is coming toward my Taurus viewers in love over the next 3 months? Wow. Tower card. If you want to look at it that way, it is in the past position. Seven of Cups. Four of Wheels. So the first thing that I was looking at when I saw that was, and there goes Ten of Pentacles. It's like a um this is what the first thing that I heard, because you guys know that I'm not going to tell you what I'm not going to make it pretty. I'm not going to make it like, soft. I'm not going to be rude though. I'm going to try not to be rude. So the Tower card is about, when I see it in like love readings, it's like breakups, but it can also be big fights, like breakdown, blow up fights that makes you see the person you're with in a different light. Past position, I feel like you already know about it though. Like maybe you already know that a relationship is on shaky legs. Maybe you already know that the person you're with, that you've been with for a long time, has become complacent and You don't necessarily want to look at it. I personally know I'm a Taurus rising, I'm a Taurus Mars. I have stayed in relationships for far too long. So, you know, okay. This could also be Pluto moving in Aquarius. And if that is in like one of your relationship houses, like the seventh house or near Venus, then this could be about big changes in your love life. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're not married, Ten of Pentacles. If you're not married, that it feels like things starting to move romantically, and I'm just going to tell you right now, full disclosure, that the Tower card for me has always come out as unpleasant but necessary. Always unpleasant but necessary. So I'm going to clarify the Tower card. I do see the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so it feels like conflict. That feels like somebody having a fight with someone or breaking up with someone. We are in a Juno retrograde. I believe Juno is one of the asteroids that is a love asteroid. Some people consider the asteroids to be gimmicks or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like everything has a purpose. The sun has an effect on us every day. The moon has an effect on us every day. Why in the actual fuck would the other astral bodies not have an effect on us every day? Especially since we are like mind, body, soul creatures, entities down here. The only thing that's been extensively looked at and researched is the body and maybe the mind. Sometimes the spiritual realm, but not very much. So anyway, Tower card. That's just me ranting. My bad. Tower card, please. What is the Tower card doing here? I feel like somebody's lost. So this person feels like, well, this is generally a card about options and about like keeping your options open. And it just feels like, I don't know why. It just feels like this is like somebody presently feeling lost after a breakup. This could be a breakup that happened a long time ago, even. And they're just like, you know what? I don't know about this relationship thing. I don't know about that. I just might feel, better being alone, but I also see this. So this is like, and I hate saying this shit because people are like, oh my God, soulmates. It's like always good, always, always, all the time. No, this feels like better, but I want people to remember that soulmates are here to help you grow, help your soul grow. And unfortunately, people don't tend to learn their lessons when things are going very well. They have to learn it. It's like we've evolved to learn our lessons when things are going poorly. So when things are painful. But like I said, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna clear for the Tower card and then clear for these other cards and see what's going on. So excuse me if I don't say anything for like 2 minutes. Strength card, Page of Wheels. Okay. So specifically for somebody, there was a fight that was building up for a long time about money. And I'm being like specifically instructed to say that there was like a fight or some kind of breakdown in a romantic capacity that was about it was suppressed for a long time. On the original card, there's a woman on the card that is like caressing a lion, but to me sometimes it looks like she's trying to close the lion's mouth. That's where the suppression comes from. This card is about money, or it can be about money, observation, but in this situation, it's about money. So it's like there was a fight about money that's specifically for somebody, and it did not work out well with the Ten of Swords. Now, that's it. Very strange. Okay, so the full card, again with the full card, Two of Swords come out before as well, I think. Maybe. And there goes the Ace of Wands. Like, if you guys look at the replay, you might be able to see these cards, like, off to the side or on the bottom. Somebody might have struck out on their own and decided to start over, a new spark. Somebody could also be like starting fights because they want the makeup sex. Let's look at the Four of Wands. There goes the Emperor for the first time. Knight of Swords. The Hanged Man. So this feels like somebody breaking up with. Okay, so sometimes the Emperor can be somebody who is like, you know, like the divine masculine that we need, you know? But sometimes he can be a fucking asshole. Like, a lot of time he comes out to indicate the zodiac sign Aries, and Aries is the baby of the zodiac. And it feels like when you're a baby, you have babyish behaviors, but he's also the emperor. So it's like a weird fine line that you have to walk, you know? And when the emperor comes out with the Knight of Swords, it feels more like the negative stereotypes of Aries than anything else. So you may have been dealing with an Aries with Pisces placements, a Scorpio. It's looking like more and more a marriage or a long-term relationship that's having an issue. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. I don't know why I'm seeing germs on this person's tunic. This person may have, this is very specific for one or two people. This person may have given you something that you didn't want. I always encourage everyone to get their partners tested before they start interacting with them physically, because people lie or do not get themselves checked out like they're supposed to. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. It was the Queen of Pentacles. Judgment card. This is more and more starting to feel like a marriage is falling apart. There goes the Ace of Swords. It's like she realized something, like she was looking at her options and she was like, look, I don't want to do this fuck shit anymore. You've lied to me about your bullshit. You've done this, that, and the fourth. And I just don't want to do this anymore. And it's feeling like after a fight, striking out on her own, striking out on her own, deciding that, I want to start over. But it was a hard decision. This is a card of hard decisions. Should I stay? Should I go? And deciding ultimately to just start over somewhere else. And it feels like it was a long-term relationship with Ten of Pentacles. It might have gone to the courts with the Judgment card. This can be a card of court systems and court judgments and stuff like that. This is also the 20, so things are like almost to the end. The Queen of Pentacles is also somebody who is very stable. She's like the mother that you want, opposed to the one that the mother that you, I'm sorry, the mother that you need, opposed to the one you wanted. You know? It's like the Queen of Cups is the one you wanted. The Queen of Pentacles is the one you got, and she's the one that you needed, opposed to the one that you wanted. And she's like looking at all of her choices, looking at everything, to see what's going on. And I understand that maybe this is not necessarily what people wanted to hear, but this is what I'm seeing. Two aces, which is good to see in a love reading, you know, because that's a new start. That's hard conversations, but a new start. I know I'm sounding like really weird now because I'm a little bit tired. But anyway, look at this. To me, this is always a boner card. So I feel like even if the Emperor gave her something that she can't get rid of, I feel like she's got options somewhere else. But that storyline is, like I said before, for only one or two people. But I encourage everyone watching to always get tested. I am an advocate for good health, good mental health, good physical health, good spiritual health. Please, for the love of God, even if you're just by yourself and haven't done anything with anybody for years, go get tested. You never know. Tonight is this is Taurus. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. But if you will stick around, Miss Rudy Jewel, then I will do Pisces next. Okay? If you will stick around, I will do Pisces live next. Now, if you don't stick around, that's fine. Pisces will come out tomorrow. But anyway, I don't feel like this this Gusby Taurus person. I don't feel this person's the most mature. This person is coming off as like a control freak. If you were leaving somebody as a Taurus person, I feel like this person's gonna try and slow you down, gonna try and hang you up. Even there goes the Queen of Swords right there. I did not see her until just now. The Queen of Swords can. Or, why did I say Queen of Swords? My bad. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands can be somebody who was a little bit witchy because look at her. She's got a wand. She's a wand person. What do wand people do? What did you see? Like, I'm sure a lot of y'all watched Harry Potter. What happened with the wands, you know? But anyway, I feel like this and the Queen of Pentacles is who the Emperor is dealing with. And I don't think he's gonna be very happy about what's going on for her because I feel like this is a long-term thing. This person probably was like, "All right, you're gonna come back. Oh, no problem, babes. You're gonna come back. You're just gonna deal with it. You're not even gonna, you're not even gonna whatever, whatever, whatever." And this person, I feel like, is gonna be shocked. So what I'm gonna do for my Taurus peoples, I'm gonna ask what's coming for the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles can also be I want to be very specific. So, what's coming for the Queen of Pentacles? Is anybody coming toward the Queen of Pentacles? Because this is like a lot of stuff. It really feels like dealing with past stuff. It's like dealing with past stuff for the next 3 months. So, I want to know what these aces are about specifically. Both of them together, please. Oh, here we got some my Paris Paloma called labor. If somebody can put that in the comment section, that's fine. I will probably find it later and put it in the description or whatever. Why? Eight of Swords, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. I was talking about the Queen of Swords before. So did you feel like there's some kind of like divorcing oneself from something? It's like, all right, this shit's not working. Even if you're not with somebody, it's like I'm not finding what I want. Like if you're single, I'm not finding what I want, this, that, and the fourth. Like if you're a Taurus rising person, um, generally there's somebody around you that likes you more than you realize. Generally. Uh and it really feels like you're just like put a little bit of effort into your appearance. I'm also talking to myself. I am a Taurus rising person, Taurus Mars. So please don't take offense. We're talking amongst ourselves here. It's like put a little bit of effort into your appearance. You're not. It's like I don't like people not feeling worthy. People like maybe harping or focusing on their past, like how things didn't go well before. And it's like, all right, just you're gonna have to. You guys probably don't want to hear this, You're gonna have to step outside of the box a little bit. You're gonna have to like put a little bit of effort into your appearance. Not a whole lot, because Taurus people are fucking sexy as hell. But it's like maybe not be so stubborn, Get your haircuts. If you're a woman, get your nails done. If you're a man, get your beard trimmed. Put on that cologne, put on that perfume. Because I do feel like being stubborn, like stuck in your ways, will not work out for us right now. But I also see that there are opportunities for Taurus people to, if this doesn't work out, just go somewhere else and get somebody else. Like that's just how Taurus people operate. Maybe not intentionally, but again, it's like the stable energy really attracts people. So also head over heart. Um, Make sure you're getting your people to go to the clinic with you and get tested. So there are no germs that you can't get rid of. Even the ones that you can are becoming like very um antibiotic resistant. So be very on top of that, okay? But anyway, if you guys are slipping out in an old relationship, I do feel like you can pretty much easily attract a new one and stay on course, mind over heart, okay? And if you do want somebody else, don't be stubborn. I do feel like somebody in your past is going to try and catch you up. So, because this person is not rational, look at this Knight of Swords, just not really a rational energy, especially if you were married to them before. I just, I feel like this is This is an alternative reading. This is an alternative meaning for this card. You have options. Like Taurus people pretty much always kind of have options for lovers because Taurus is Venus ruled. But anyway, let go of the past if you can and move into the future. But please, for the love of God, make sure you get your people tested, and that's a test for them. If they will not get tested, fuck them. Not physically, just leave them alone. Okay. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go do Pisces now because I am keeping my word. Pisces is next. I'm going live. I'm gonna get some water. Might take like 15 minutes, I'm gonna say, and I'll be back. All right. So I love you guys. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. Make sure that you're getting yourself tested, even if you're not out here being sexually right sexually active. And yeah, be safe. All right, bye for now.